Hey y'all, it's Day and welcome to Plumbob Properties, or welcome back if you're new. As you can tell, I'm here doing a speed build and I'm going to be creating this island bungalow in the world of Sulani. I'm actually really surprised that I built here since I don't really play here much often as I used to. But anyway, let's go ahead and get started with this speed build. This is going to be my island bungalow. It is going to be here in the location of the Tangled Flat lot. It's a 2020 lot. And this house is a 2-bedroom, 1-bath. Okay, it's gonna be on one level, not that much space. It's really small. It's going to be for, I guess, either like 1 sim or 2 sim, maybe if you want to turn the second bedroom from an office or something into a child's room, that would work. But it's definitely just for like a parent and a kid, or just someone who's single, or maybe 2 people who are just, going steady and living alone or living together, more like it. But anyway, right now, as you can see, I already have the foundation up. I have pretty much my room sectioned off as how I want the house to look for the most part. Right now, I'm just going to be working on the living room and pretty much bringing in them outside colors to the inside with some brown tones, and really trying to make the house look as modern as possible, but still trying to have the island vibe on the inside. I know a lot of times when it comes to building, we're so stuck on trying to, I guess, like match the tones, but realistically, like, just do what you feel, as long as it makes the house feel nice and warming and to the sim that you have in mind to create the perfect house for them. I do love this wicker like circle table. I feel like I've known people in my life, whether I don't even want to say like it's like Hawaiian living, but even like Caribbean lifestyle, like people definitely have that wicker table. So it was really something that I was like, oh, I never realized that that table was even there. Even when I played Island Living, I don't ever remember seeing that table. So it was actually really cute that I added that little accent, because I'm really good. I'm usually always putting a wooden table as a coffee table, so I'm glad I kind of switched that up. Right now, obviously, I've been working in the kitchen, and I do like the Island Living countertops. I do like the way that they kind of have like that wicker on the inside and have the wood on the outside. I think that is definitely like the island feel when it comes to the type of house to still keep it kind of islandy and modern at the same time. The kitchen was really something that I didn't really have an issue with. I do like that the kitchen is small and it doesn't really take up a lot of the house like some places or some homes do. I like that, like, it's pretty much compact. You got what you need, your necessities, and you still make things work, and you still have a little area to eat also, so it doesn't really take away from that aspect of the kitchen, or you like having to put like a little table there, or going to have your sim eat in the living room, even though, if you're a sim player, they're still gonna eat there anyway. I do like the ideal of adding a rug in front of the stove. I don't know, I feel like that's something that I've always grew up with. Like, it's so like beyond me that people don't have like a rug in front of their stove. I mean, I don't even know what the rug is for, honestly. I don't know if that's just for you to stand on because you think you're going to be in the kitchen for a long time, but I honestly don't ever plan to be there that long, but I do end up there that long a lot of times. As you can see, I am going to be using the red shelf, and I do use it obviously in a lot of my builds. Some of my old builds you may have noticed, but I took a lot of my videos off my old page, and we'll be putting them over here if I can get into that actual YouTube channel again. But right now I'm just over here under a new name. Lucky me. But as you can see, I don't know about y'all, but we definitely have a dish rack. I don't know, ours don't really look like that. Ours just more of a stone. We done upgrade a little bit because we have a dishwasher now. I'm upgrading my life. So I do like adding the dish rack. I think that is something common that a lot of people have in their homes that people forget that they do have, that kind of makes their home look a little bit more lived in, and not so much of like everything has to be so aesthetically pleasing. Once again, I am using the red shelf to put some clutter here into these cubes. Unfortunately, I did have to take them out when it came to playing the game, because for some reason they kept getting like old, like saying that they're dirty, even though I don't know why, because they don't have anything in it, and I'm not using any of the juice ones. If anyone can tell me how, to save that for next time, please let me know. Anyway, when it came to the kitchen, I was just adding some clutter to make it feel more lived in. Not doing it too much because my channel is pretty much more of like, you know, I'm just like giving you the property, not so much of dressing it up. It's gonna be a little bit more staged, not so much as like, you know, making it look too realistic. Because, you know, when you go to download these properties, that I want you to pretty much bring your own style to them. It's mostly just here for the layout and showing you what you can do with the space. But anyway, as you can tell, I'm pretty much finished with the kitchen. Not much really else to add. I will go back and add like little things like a trash can and stuff like that I probably forgot, but that's pretty much it for the kitchen. And the living room is pretty much done also. I don't really like to put too much things in this living room, at least for myself, because I do want you to go in and add a bookshelf or your own little things. So I want to leave space for you when you download this lot to really put your own spin on it. I did go back and add some curtains. I do love big windows, but I do think it's weird that the curtains is a thing. I mean, I live with curtains sometimes, but sometimes my downstairs don't have curtains. But I do think the curtains add a nice modern touch when it comes to the living room. Kind of dresses it up a little bit. So that was pretty nice. And I did want to add a little bit of greenery just to, you know, make it look a little bit more put together. And that's pretty much it for the living room. I really did not add much. Like I said before, I still want you guys to go in and add your own thing. And I believe I'm going to be working on the bedroom next. And this is going to be the master bedroom. And this one, I honestly don't know what I was really going for at first. I thought I was going to want to use a little bit more of the reds, but I did cut out the footage and I put green in instead. And I thought like green and having the green canopy island bed was really cute. Oh, well, I will change that wallpaper here. But anyway, after that, I'm going to be adding some storage, like some dressers or a wardrobe, just so that you can tell that, you know, once again, it's lived in, and kind of make it a little bit modern some more. I don't really know much as far as living wise, but if I'm not mistaken, many homes don't have the closets. They always have like a wardrobe or something small. No, a lot of people don't have closets in their homes like that. And we're gonna put that TV there because, you know, has to happen. And then I'm going to start trying to add some decorations to kind of give it a little bit more island feel and kind of give it more of a relaxation and tranquil kind of feel to the actual room. I do actually have an issue with The Sims when it comes to the rugs. I don't know where y'all think we be like in some of these rugs from, but I'm gonna need y'all to reevaluate that when it comes to building our next pack. So let's get on that. Anyway, now I am going to be adding some clutter to my shelving here. I am once again using the red shelf. I do leave my red shelf CC in. I unfortunately do not know how to take it away. So when you do download these homes, you have to download the CC that comes along in the tray files. But I'm just gonna add some tranquility looking calm things and harmony and, you know, all that jazz to make the room really tie together with some clutter. And as I'm doing that, I'm just gonna keep placing them around, make sure they're sitting well on, or just making sure I think that they sit well and placed differently and not always so straight on together. Have them turned a little bit to build some I don't know what the word is. I want to say uniqueness, but I know that's not the word. I also added these end tables in. I am the biggest fan of an end table. I will put an end table anywhere. If an end table is by a chair, end table by a door, end table by a bed, end table anywhere. I think you cannot have enough end tables. Okay, I could be lying in real life, but in my Sims builds, I do like to add end tables by the beds. Just, I don't know, I think it adds a nice little touch when it comes to the rooms and makes it feel like the room is welcoming to people and not just one when you place one on one side. And yeah, I pretty much like this room. It feels pretty easy. I kind of already knew what I wanted to give when I was making the room, so I'm gonna move on to the bathroom. In the bathroom, I am the biggest fan of tile. Okay, tile. All of a sudden, when I get to the bathroom, like that's my thing. I can have tile from the bottom to the top sometimes, but this one, I'm just gonna make it pretty easy and simple. Have a regular bathtub, have a regular toilet, nothing too crazy. A sink, mirror, keeping it easy, plain and simple. I feel like the bathroom wasn't going to be the main star of this house anyway, so I kind of just threw it all together, and as long as it functioned, I thought it was going to be okay. Like, I'm really having a hard time with bathrooms sometimes. I don't really have the patience to make them because I feel like Sims don't spend enough time in there for me to care that much anyway. So anyway, I just put 3 countertops together, added my mirror mod my mirror CC that I have, and once again, that's also going to be in the tray files. I do love this mirror, and the lighting, I don't know, I think it's one of my favorites. Probably one of the only CC things I have here out of like everything. I don't know, I always no matter what, I always download this CC for my builds. And I don't really plan to like make a lot of builds with CC. If I do, it's just like with a couple, like 3 or 4 things, so that's not really my thing, downloading a whole lot of CCs. So I like to try to use what I have, since I have put a lot of money towards The Sims. So, and I don't know why that little toilet paper, or what is it, paper towel dispenser is there, but I don't know what I was doing. I thought that was a medicine cabinet, because you know I don't have toothbrushes on the sink, but obviously it wasn't. So I think that's gone obviously when I went back to review the actual house. So I don't know what I was thinking. Anyways, that was the bathroom, not too bad at all. And then we're gonna move to the second room. I did have a hard time at first on what I was going to actually do in here. I didn't even know what I wanted it to be. I didn't really know what I wanted the story of the house to be, if I wanted it to be an office, a bedroom, or whatever. But in the end, I did make it an office. I thought it's something that's universal to people's lives and people use every day. They don't want to do work in their room. That's supposed to be like their sanctuary, so why not have the clutter and the mess in the office? So once again, I'm going on the play of the greenery and making sure that, you know, that outside is brought inside. I could have done a little better when it came to adding more color to this build. Like, the browns and greens are so played, and I have a hard time with doing that. But I think sometimes it makes the house pretty much neutral, but for anyone to download. But I think I need to start adding different colors and stuff, and take some risk when it comes to making neutral homes, because I think, you know, people are so used to that you should try to do something else. Just my opinion. Outside of that, with the office, I do love putting the curtains. These are one of my favorite curtains, just because it has the double panels, and I feel like I can kind of work with it. I do have an issue with the curtains in The Sims. I'm gonna put that out there too. The issue with the curtains in The Sims, I don't know why we have not conquered it, but we need to get on it. And I added that little TV there just because I was looking at my own office. I was like, oh, I do have a little TV above me. But yeah, definitely had to add the TV in the office, because, you know, we're not just going to watch some TV off of the monitor. Can't do that. And at this time, I did not have the other gamer kit downloaded. So we just got that one screen right there, like a, you know, like a normal person. Then we add some greenery to brighten up the room a little bit. I think I could have added a little bit of more greenery to this house once I reviewed it, but overall it's really not that bad. And then I'm going to add my signature Sim Plumbob picture. I really love the Plumbob, like it's my thing. Like, I'll probably put it in every house as much as I can. And I think we're just gonna add a little lamp to complete this room, and that's pretty much it for the inside of the house. Oh yeah, oh, I forgot, we got to go over the laundry room, and the laundry room is really not that big of a deal. It was something that I wanted to add to the house to, you know, I feel like when people in The Sims, they forget to add a laundry room if you have the pack, but I also think it helps just because it brings more realism to an actual home if you have laundry at your house. So I do understand some people don't. Oh, I lied. I guess we aren't going to do any laundry room stuff just yet. We're going to go to the exterior and we're going to do a little bit of roofing work. I cannot remember how, so sometimes I do my roof, so I just go with the flow for the most part when it comes to how I want them to look. It did take a long time for me to actually figure out how to actually make a roof look decent. So when I do a roof, sometimes it does take a little time for me to actually like what I have. After we handle the roof, we're gonna go ahead and work on the outside paint. And this is another thing that I need to work on, honestly. I'm really not the best when it comes to painting the outside of homes. I'm not the most adventurous when it comes to things, but I think I have started taking a little more risk when it comes to my build. I am a little particular because I do like certain things and certain colors to match 100%, but I also have to realize we're in the game of The Sims and you can like one color and it be a certain, or like one style and it won't have that color to match completely, but I try not to let that deter me from using the actual item as much as possible. Anyway, when it comes to the Island Bungalow house, I do love the, I won't say wraparound porch, but the side and the front porch. I think that adds a great aspect when it comes to an island home. I think they're very important because, like, how do you live on an island and you don't enjoy the porch, enjoy the sunsets and the, what are they called? I don't want to say the risings. I guess it would be called the risings and stuff. So I think that was very important to incorporate when it came to the house itself. And I also wanted to add a little bit of texture to the home since I am using like the not the most vibrant paint as the other homes. Just because once again I did want the home to be a little bit modern and a little bit, I won't say a little bit modern, just a little bit more updated, just a little bit more of my style. But yeah, that's pretty much it when it comes to the outside. I'm going to add some sprindles, is that what called spandrels, sprindles, and add a little window at the top to really bring in like the island feel of the homes, of really letting the air into your homes and not putting so much, I don't know, just add a cute little detail up there. That's something I also know about island homes. There is a lot of wind flow through your home or from the outside to the inside. So anyway, another thing I also wanted to do in this island home is to put it on stilts. So even though I'm not in the water, I think stilts are a great option. I mean, I would always believe that the water has a mind of its own and a little bit of risen off the ground won't hurt nobody. So I did decide to rise the house. I'm gonna add some arm rails just so you know if grandma gotta get up the porch, she coming over to visit, she got something to hold on to, cause honey, the inspectors will be out looking for that rail over 3 stairs or more. So definitely gotta add the rails. After that, you know, just moved on to the backyard. We're going to add some bonfire, and not do too much, just a little bonfire with some wooden chairs out there. I did not really dedicate a lot of time to the yard. I'm not the biggest fan when it comes to adding things in the yard. A lot of my Sims really don't be outside like that. I'm just going to keep it P. So that's something that I have to really advance on when it comes to adding things to really tell the story of the house. And this is also just a journey because I'm not always the greatest when it comes to decorating homes. This is why I'm doing it. I want to get better at it and really I guess understand the home and tell the story. And that's pretty much it, you know. I've been building in The Sims since the first game ever came out when I was a child, and my homes used to look crazy, like box on box in a box room, like no type of dimensions, no type of nothing, bed, TV, dresser, and that's pretty much it. That's all I would put in the room. But I am getting better, and I do want to showcase that. So yeah, that's pretty much why I'm here. And I wanted to actually do more than just homes and build other things, since now the Sims has obviously advanced to properties. So yeah, I am actually excited to be doing some commercial builds also. And also, doing some renovations, remodelings, fixer-uppers, We do got them things in the Sims that can use a little fixing up, okay? Now, like I said, we're going to be back into doing the laundry room. I was a little bit ahead of myself last time, but I'm back. And the laundry, like I said, it's really easy. I just added some counters in there, got the stacks, washer and dryer, add a little sink in there so you can rinse out all the stuff from the ash or in the backyard or whatever without taking it into the house. And we got the ironing board, get the iron and, your broom and stuff. You got one in the kitchen. It's always good to have one for the outside. You should never sweep your inside broom with your outside broom, child. I don't know if no one ever told y'all that, but if no one ain't never did, you're welcome. And then that's pretty much it. Laundry rooms are pretty easy. As long as they do what they're supposed to do, it's pretty much, solid. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this build. It was really not much here. I'm gonna do a little bit of yard work out here. Gonna add some trees around and add a nice little path, add a garden in the front, and really brighten up the front of the house. Since the house is not as bright itself, I can at least make the garden bright and make it really have that island feel. Okay, so pretty plain, pretty simple. Add a little bit of sand around the bottom of the home, make it look all nice, make it look a little bit more realistic, because there's no way you live on an island and your whole lot is grass. like what? So just add a little bit of terrain paint there and minimizing some of these bushes around. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Switching it up, making it look nice, making it look realistic. And that's pretty much it for this build. Okay, y'all. Make sure you guys go ahead over to the gallery. Make sure you go and download this home. I actually had a great time building it, and it came out pretty great. I'm actually shocked, because it's like my first home back on The Sims in a long time. So I cannot wait to make more videos for you guys. I hope you really enjoyed this build. Like I said, you can either download the trays from my Patreon, or you can go over to the gallery and get it over there. And yeah, if you have any tips or ideas when it comes to these builds, just let me know, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. And peace out, y'all. Also, y'all, don't forget you can watch the full tour on my channel. It's on the open house, and go ahead and head over there if you would like to see the full tour of this home.